Concord Crimson Tide come to Bedford to take on the Bedford Bulldogs. The Tide are 2-0, playing a back-to-back series against Merrimack. Meanwhile, Bedford took a tough one last night, a big loss to BG. And Corey Munster Tiger is here with me, and he's going to bring you the play-by-play tonight.
Good evening, Harry. It's great to join you. We get the inbounds play to start as we are no longer doing a tip due to COVID reasons. They've made some adjustments to the rules, and Concord will come out and approach our right side basket in their away crimson. We get a shot from number 11, Chris Burke. It's going to miss, but he gets his own offensive rebound. Dribbles, drive in, and that play is stolen by TJ O'Connell, number 13 in white. He dishes to Zimmerman on the fast break, and they go up 2-0.
Great give and go on that breakaway. A turnover turning into a fast break the other way. The Bulldogs up by 2.
Sure, and Burke brings it into the front court. Dribbles right, looks to hand off, but gets over to the right side. Over to Brock. He'll dribble across the top of the key. Hand to Yen. Yen to the right corner. The three-point attempt by Pinkoski is no good, but Burke gets the offensive rebound, tries to go back up quickly, and gets fouled. We'll go to the line for 2.
That shot from the corner from Anthony was basically an air ball, but it was recovered on the rebound by Burke, who got fouled on the second chance try.
He'll hit the first of 2. Ball's up and good for the second. We have a 2-2 game. And Concord will come out in some full court pressure. Looks like full court man. See if they can pressure Bedford into a turnover. As JT DeLacy brings the ball up court, gives to Zimmerman, who drives the lane. Dishes to Kambani. Back out to the top of the key where TJ O'Connell will hit a 3. From the top left side, found his stroke early.
Good ball movement there by the Bulldogs.
Burke into the front court for Concord. Brock drives. Dishes to Bankston, who can't hit the driving layup. And we're back the other way. Nice dish by TJ O'Connell. Down to, looks like that was JT DeLacy, who can't finish, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, he went for the basket and kind of got cut down at the knees, falling a bit short, but the officials saw that and sent him to the line for 2 shots.
He'll hit his first. As we mentioned, Bedford going to right to left here on your radio dial, wearing their home whites. So white jerseys, white shorts, red numbers, and red trim. We're going to have a shooter's violation, so that second free throw, although it went in, will not count. And Concord will approach the Bedford defense, who's coming out in a full court trap. Tip the ball. Danny Kuleza got a hand on it, goes out of bounds.
Yeah, DeLacy was in on that 2-on-1 as well.
Now Burke has the ball. He's looking for some help. Gets it over to Brock.
They're running out of time here, getting out of the
Brock.
backcourt.
And they find Pinkoski deep in the left corner. He shoots a 3, but he does not connect. Nate Bankston with the offensive rebound.
And they're going to call a foul here, I think, on DeLacy for reaching.
DeLacy's first. So Concord side out of bounds. Yen back to Burke in the backcourt. Looks like Bedford's in a 1-3-1 zone defense here. Burke over to Brock in the top left. Not quite sure what he wants to do with it. Gets to Pinkoski. He's trapped and loses the ball out of bounds, so it'll go to Bedford.
And that's where the pressure paid off. Kuleza, along with Kumbani, cutting off the Concord player, and all he could do was lose the ball out of bounds.
O'Connell inbounds to Zimmerman, who brings it to the front court. Top left of the key. Back over to DeLacy. DeLacy to Kuleza on the right side. Finds O'Connell cutting. Gets double teamed. Back to the top to Kuleza. DeLacy back to Kuleza, who shoots a 3. It's up. It's off. Concord with the defensive rebound by Yen.
5:21 to go here in the first quarter. Bedford up by 4, 6-2.
Burke to the top of the key. Misses. Looks like there's going to be a loose ball foul on Nate Bengston. So Bedford will get the ball, and we'll have our first substitution as Gumi Mbata Abora comes in for Quentin Pinkoski. Try to say that name a couple times fast there, Harry.
I practiced that one.
So Bedford sees light pressure from Concord. It looked like they were trying to get into a trap. Deep in the corner to JT DeLacy, who hits the three. It's up, and it's good.
Nice stroke there, and a way to break the press, too. So many of the Concord defenders were in the backcourt, they left DeLacy all alone in the corner, and they were able to find him for the pass and an open basket.
Just under 5 minutes left in the first period here, and Bedford is up 9-2. Concord in the front court. Yen at the top of the key, dribbles, nice step back, and he got it. Very nice move by Yen.
He was just outside, or just inside the three-point line there.
Yeah, he drove with his left hand right to about the foul line. Gave a little step back, similar to a Harden move. Got to his right hand and got nothing but net. TJ O'Connell to look to answer, but misses it along three. Concord will get the defensive rebound into the front court. Drive baseline, back to Yen. Out on the right three, and he's going to get called for a charge.
Yeah, he was out of control there heading for the basket. He was up in the air when he ran into number 13, O'Connell. And all O'Connell could do is just stand there and take the shot and hope the officials called it their way.
Great defensive play, getting into position, well outside of the basket, and he drew the charge. So it's 9-4, 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and Bedford into the front court. O'Connell over to Kambani. Looks like Concord's in a 3-2 zone here. A little worried about the outside shooters. Kambani over to DeLacy. Finds Kuleza, who'll drive. Baseline jumper, and it'll go. Nice little mid-range jumper from Kuleza. 11-4, Bedford.
Bulldogs showing some great ball control, movement, and finding the open man in their end.
Sure are, and they're going to jump back to a man-to-man defense here. They're switching up their defensive approach, and it's going to pay off with a turnover.
Oh, that's too bad. It was a great turnover from the pressure, but Kumbani, when he got a hold of the ball, just kind of let it go in the wrong direction, let it go out of bounds.
It looked like he had O'Connell streaking down on the fast break, but changed his mind last second, changed the direction of the ball, and went out of bounds, and we'll have our first timeout from Concord. So, strong opening here from the Bedford Bulldogs. 11-4 lead, 3:18 left in the first quarter. Harry, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing much more confident play from Bedford. You know, I got the chance to watch the game last night thanks to the folks at Friday Night Lights. And the Bulldogs played a pretty solid first half against the Cardinals of BG, but weren't able to stay with them in the second, wound up losing by double digits. But tonight, I'm seeing some great ball movement, finding the open man, a good awareness on the floor where everybody is, breaking the press when it does happen. So it's a great bounce back game for the Bulldogs tonight, up by 7 points here, 11-4. And on the other side, Concord, you know, they're a 2-0 team coming in here, beating a pretty strong Merrimack squad twice in back-to-back games. And they still haven't found their touch yet. They really have only one basket from the field.
So Concord brings it into the front court. Back to Yen. Yen at the top of the key finds Burke in the corner for a three, and it's short, but he gets his offensive rebound again. Swing it back out to the top for a deep three from Yen, can't find it. And Kambani with the defensive rebound. O'Connell back into the front court for Bedford. Drives, dishes to Kambani, but it's a turnover, and Concord will come back the other way.
Kambani kind of jumped in front of that pass. I don't think it was intended for him.
Yen with a three-point attempt by Concord, can't find it, but then he comes back with a steal and is on a fast break, won't get an easy lay-in.
Yen with another basket. He's got 4.
And O'Connell brings it up. Looks like they're back into a man-to-man defense for Concord. Get some ball movement, some screens. O'Connell to Zimmerman, who is fouled by Yen. That's his second.
Kind of a bit of a collision there. Hard to tell if it was, which way it was going to go. Could have been an offensive call there. Officials called it a block on Yen.
So we're going to have some substitutions as O'Connell and Combani go out. We have Dylan Lafferty making an appearance here, as well as Camden Roberts. Kuleza will take duty as the point. Dishes off to Lafferty, drives the lane. Tries to dish out to Roberts, but that pass is deflected by Andrew Bankston.
Right, he reached in there and redirected that ball.
Kuleza will inbound from the left side. Finds Zimmerman deep near half court, who's going to drive the lane. Get fouled on a strong drive to the basket by number 4, Florent. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Five team fouls on the Tide so far.
Zimmerman gets the first to fall. We'll go to 12-6 with 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. And he finds the second as well with a true swish. And Mabata Aboro will bring it up court. Burke to Andrew Bankston. Back to Burke on the right side. Bedford's now in a 2-3, so they're switching up their defensive looks quite a bit. Burke down along the right baseline. Nice little dish to Florent, who finds Bankston for a 3 attempt, and it is no good. Zimmerman on the rebound, and he'll go the length of the court. Can't find it, but a great offensive rebound by Dylan Lafferty, who's there to clean it up and get 2.
Great follow-up anticipation there by Lafferty.
So Chris Burke will bring it into the front court. Ball fake down around to the left baseline. And we're going to get a travel call on Concord, so that's another turnover. And Bedford will get another chance on the offensive side here.
Bulldogs up by 11, 15-6, with 1:11 to go here in the first quarter.
Pretty sure that's a difference of 9, Harry, but
math wasn't one of my strong suits.
No worries. Kuleza brings it into the front court. Pass to Roberts. Ooh, great cut along the baseline by Matt Ferrucci, who's checked into the ball game. Couldn't find him, though. Ferrucci back on the left-hand side. He'll drive hard against Florent. Pivots around back to Kuleza at the top of the key.
Some contact
Dishes
there, no
into
call.
Combani. Combani can't get it to go, but offensive rebound by Kuleza, and he'll get a loose ball foul on number 2, Pinkoski.
Yeah, that's really, there was a foul earlier on Kumbani, or inflicted on Kumbani, the officials let go of. But they caught that one. That's the 6th team foul. The next one will put the Bulldogs into the bonus.
So, looks like Concord's in a zone here as they're switching players around. Dylan Lafferty around the top. Back to Kuleza and over to Cam Roberts. Dribbles middle. Finds Lafferty, who gets double teamed on the right elbow. Ooh, nice pivot. Gets to his left hand, but can't finish. Offensive rebound by Roberts, and he'll put it up and in.
Great effort there. And really a terrific move there. With 3 Crimson Tide players around him, he was able to find the seam, got to the basket, even though he put it up kind of hard.
Concord coach Thorpe will take another timeout here as the difference is now 11, 17-6 with 19.4 seconds left in the first quarter.
Eventually I'd be right.
There you go. The math eventually works out. So the teams retreat to their huddles and they'll talk it over. Concord can't be pleased with their defense so far. 17 points in the first quarter.
It's a good effort here by the Bulldogs. I want to take a moment, too, to say hello to our viewers in Concord. The Concord TV picking up this broadcast on a delayed basis because as we speak, the Bedford girls and Concord Crimson Tide are playing in Concord. We'll try to get you a score from that game.
Of course, we're going out in Bedford on BCTV 23 and 1072, our HD channel.
As well as Bedford 105.1 Radio, WBNHLP Bedford.
So Mbata Aboro will bring it into the front court for Concord. He'll find Pinkoski around the left. Pinkoski's seeing pressure out front. Long cross-court pass, but it's going to stay with Andrew Bankston. But then Bedford tips the ball. Wow, what a scramble.
Yeah, that would have counted if it had gone in, but it did not.
Andrew Bankston got possession of the ball for a deep three, front rimmed it, and we'll go to the second quarter with the score 17-6. Bedford Bulldogs leading the Concord Crimson Tide. My apologies to Daniel Kuliza for mispronouncing his name, but he's been a significant contributor throughout the first quarter. 2 points and several impact plays on both sides of the court.
And I'll give you the scoring for the for both teams. Like I said, Daniel Kaliza with 2, Camden Roberts with 2. Joseph DeLacy is 4 points. He was 1 for 1 from the charity stripe. Todd O'Connell with a 3. Dylan Lafferty with 2. And Andrew Zimmerman with 5 points. 3 for 4 from the charity stripe plus 2 from the field. Now for Concord, Ivan Yen has done all the scoring from the court. He's got 4. And Chris Burke chips in with 2 free throws. He's 2 for 2.
So we head to the second quarter here. The officials chatting out at half court there. The cheerleaders down along our right side. Of course, everybody in the gymnasium is masked up. Bedford parents were allowed to come, 2 people from each household, to watch their children play.
This was senior night, or is senior night, for the Bedford boys, including Daniel Kaliza, Camden Roberts, Matt Ferrucci, Joseph DeLacy, Andrew Sodden, Tegan Graham, and Dylan Kumbani. Those are all the seniors on the Bedford squad this year. Congratulations for getting through 4 years.
So Bedford will inbound at half court. Kuliza will come to the top of the left here. Swings it over to Matthew Ferrucci. Down to the corner for Lafferty. They find Kumbani inside. Some ball fakes, and now Kumbani deep into the paint. Loses control of the ball. There's a scramble. Great hustle by Kumbani, but he can't get it. As Mbata Abora comes away with it for Concord, and they'll go up to the offensive end for them. Around the top of the key, and Andrew Bankston will take a 3 and miss it. Scramble for the rebound. Cam Roberts comes away with it. And we're into the front court. Louisa gets trapped in the deep left corner. Finds Cam Roberts, who loses it on a reach in by Mbata Abora. Gets a loose ball, and Concord will come back on the offense. No shot. We're going to have a foul on number 4, Matt Ferrucci, on the floor, so inbound will come under the basket.
That's the 3rd team foul on Concord. 6 on the Tide. As I mentioned earlier, 1 more foul on Concord. That'll put Bedford into the bonus.
A steal by Bedford on the inbounds. Kuliza comes down, drives hard right. He can't finish. Offensive board by Ferrucci, who finds O'Connell again. Good spin move along the left side. Finds Ferrucci again. Back out to Kumbani, almost a half court violation, backcourt violation, excuse me.
Yeah, good hands there by Kumbani.
And we'll resettle back out at the top here into Kumbani near the foul line, who finds TJ O'Connell, takes a 3, can't hit it, but gets an offensive rebound. Nice move on an over. Little hop step back to the left hand and finishes for another 2.
Yeah, he went one way and then cut to the other.
Little hop step back to his offhand with the left, and great finish by O'Connell.
Kaliza almost came up with another steal there. Great anticipation.
A good defensive effort by the Bulldogs so far. Only giving up 6 points in the first half. We have 6 minutes left, 6:14 left in the first half, as the Bulldogs lead 19-6. Concord will inbound, and the Bulldogs are extending pressure. Yen's out by the top of the key, gets to his left, dishes down to Florent, who drives with his right hand, gets to the key, but gets in an uncomfortable position, finds Mbata Abora at top, and to Max Leahy, who drives lefty but can't finish. And DeLacy will get the rebound, deep to Zimmerman under the basket. Wow,
nice.
Great finish with his right hand under the basket. to extend the lead 21-6.
Yeah, he was well behind the backboard when he went into the air and had to reach behind himself to get that bucket.
Show some flexibility and a crafty little move. Concord back in the offensive end. Deep in the left corner for Leahy. Leahy finds Brock. Brock to a cutting Mbato Abora, who can't handle a ball, and it's going to be another turnover.
And the drought continues here for Concord. I'm not sure exactly when their last bucket was, but it was well in the first quarter. And they haven't scored anything so far here with 2 minutes and 40 seconds into this period.
Might have been that step back by Yen quite a while ago. O'Connell into the front court for Bedford. He'll dish to Zimmerman. Zimmerman to the left side to Kuliza. Kuliza dribbles with the right hand. Gets to the elbow, gets double teamed, but finds DeLacy. DeLacy will shoot a long three, can't find it. Yen with the rebound, he's out quickly on the break. Dishes to 21 Diego Guevara. And TJ O'Connell's gonna come up with a steal in that little scramble. Gets out on the break. A little out of control on that, but Kambani got the rebound and will draw a foul from, it looks like, number 4, Florent.
Yeah, you know, speaking of Concord again, it's pretty obvious that Ivan Yen is their most athletic player on the court. And he probably should have just took that drive to the bucket rather than dishing it off, because by the time he did, Bedford was back to cover that.
Agreed. Correction.
Being a little too generous there.
I totally agree. Go to the basket strong. You've had some success scoring, a little bit at least. He's got 4 points, 4 of the 6 Concord points.
So that foul is on Mbata Aboro.
Yeah, that's the correction I was going to make. And Kambani went to the line for a 1-and-1, but misses the front end, and Concord comes away with the defensive rebound. Yen will bring it up. Top of the key, crossover dribble. Left corner to Diego Guevara. Back to Yen, still in the left. Yen will take a deep three. It's up, and he misses. Offensive rebound by Max Leahy. Finds Mbato Abora, who looks for a dish, and it'll go out of bounds. Another turnover.
I'm not sure who he meant that for, but there was literally nobody there.
I think he might have thought Guevara was going to cut baseline there, but Guevara stayed out, spotting up for the three, and it's going to be a turnover. So Andrew Gradinskas is going to check in for Bedford, his first appearance. O'Connell comes into the front court, playing 2 high posts here. Good defense by 14, Nate Bankston.
And a steal
Turns
there.
Into a turnover. So Concord ball. TJ O'Connell will kick it on the fast break to prevent an easy layup and reset the defense. So Concord will inbound by the scoring table in the front court, back to the back court to Chris Burke, who sets up the offense.
Still no scoring from Concord this period. They're stuck at 6 for quite a
Well,
while.
they just broke the ice. Oh, maybe not. Okay, Chris Burke drives right hand, will draw a foul by TJ O'Connell. And he'll go to the line for 2, and that could break the ice in this second quarter.
Well, Burke's got the only 2 free throws made by the Tide. We'll see if he can add to his numbers. He was 2 for 2.
Takes a breath, dribbles once, twice, 3 times. Shot is up, and it's a little deep. So he'll miss the front end. 3:51 left in the first half. 21-6 Bedford. Second shot is up, and that one is true.
Gets that one. And it's now 21-7. Bedford up by 14 now with 3:47 to go.
Grudinskis over to O'Connell. They'll take their time coming up despite the pressure. Showing some good poise there with the Concord defense extending. Zimmerman along the right baseline finds Kambani right at the right elbow, who's going to drive and get a nice layup. Strong move to his right. And really the defense just kind of parted ways there.
Yeah, they had the double team, and he just made a move that caused the defense to split and opened up a lane to the basket. That's his first 2 points of the game.
Couple good ball fakes opened up that defense. Goes for a steal there. Mbato Abora will find Pinkoski along the top of the key. He'll fiddle and diddle. Thank you, Johnny Most. Over to Chris Burke. Top left. He'll drive righty on O'Connell and get a kiss off the glass for a nice deuce. And it's 23-9. and they're extending their defense again. It looks like a 1-3, kind of a soft 1-3-1 zone here. They beat it by getting it deep to Zimmerman in the corner, and Burke will come up with a steal, though. Getting out on the fast break, finishes left, he draws a foul. And Grudinskis took one there. Looked like it was kind of a touch foul there, honestly. But good on Chris Burke for getting out on the break, finishing lefty, drawing the contact, and going to the line here.
Well, the Tide finally breaking the seal on scoring this quarter, courtesy of Burke.
He's made the last 5 points, looking for 6 in a row. And that foul shot is short. Tegan Graham comes up with the defensive rebound. So Bedford into the front court. Grudinskis calling out a play. Finds Zimmerman in the post. Down to Graham, right baseline.
Scoreboard here.
Ball fake here. Back to Grudinskis. Sorry, what were you going to say about that scoreboard?
It finally caught up with the score. Bedford Concord actually had 11 points.
Okay, Tegan Graham with the offensive rebound. Can't get the righty hook in the lane to go. And Concord will come away with the defensive rebound. Yen to the right side. Finds Anthony Brock, who drives baseline. Finds Burke at the top of the key. Dribbles left. Back to Yen at the top. We'll go back to Anthony Brock, who's going to bury a 3 from the left corner. And we're going to have a 23-14 score. They've brought it back to 9 points. And this defense seems to be working a little better for Concord. And we're going to have another turnover as
dribbled that out of bounds.
Grudinskis was looking down to Dan Galamago, who's checked in. And he dribbled that ball. Had a little tough time with the pass. Lost control of it, and that ball hits the baseline. So Concord will come back. Burke and Yen in the backcourt walking it up. Bedford in their 2-3 zone. So Burke looks to draw. Dump off to the open man. We have Yen at the top left over to Anthony Brock. He's in the right side. Baseline to Nate Bengston. Back to Burke, who's along the right baseline, and he's going to turn it over on good defensive play by the Bedford team. TJ O'Connell drives the court with his left hand and finishes nicely.
Coast to coast there. He's got 7 points.
7 points, 4 of which have come from his left hand. Burke into the front court, cuts through, gets the ball back. Draws, gives to Guevara, who's going to turn it over to Galamaga. Galamaga dribbles it off a Concord player, and it's going to stay Bedford basketball.
The one thing I'll say about this Tide team, they seem to have, they play like they got 9 players on the floor. It's amazing how many double teams they're able to get.
Burke's going to make a nice play on the inbound and get an easy deuce for his 9th point. Kuliza is double teamed, gets it to O'Connell. O'Connell is seeing some more pressure. Cut on the baseline from Galamaga, but he can't finish on the up and under. Yen comes away
10
with
seconds to go.
Defensive rebound. As we have, as you mentioned, about 5 seconds to go. Yen makes a crossover, gets in, dishes to the corner. Guevara shoots a 3, cannot hit it. And we'll end the first half as a 25-16 lead. Bedford Bulldogs. As we get ready to start the second half, Concord will inbound the ball, coming right to left. Chris Burke will bring the ball into the front court and approach the Bedford defense, who look like they're in a 3-2. They're going to find Yen cutting to the basket on a nice quick basket.
And the Tide open to scoring in this half, 25-18. They trail.
See what kinds of adjustments come out as Kuliza gets the ball at the top right. He'll find O'Connell along the left side. Back to DeLacy. DeLacy dribbles right, finds Kumbani. DeLacy, Zimmerman, O'Connell with the ball fake. Strong on the jumper, but Kuliza with a really nice offensive rebound. Amongst the trees, ball bobbles around a little bit. Kuliza back with it. He might get called for 3 seconds, but no, he's going to find Kumbani over to O'Connell. Elbow jumper misses, but Kumbani gets the offensive rebound.
He gets the call.
But unfortunately, he pushed off. So we're going to go up the other end. So that's going to be Kumbani's first foul.
That was quite a sequence there with Kuliza, who came up with the rebound, lost it, then got it right back, and was able to get the shot out to O'Connell. And he missed anyway.
A little bit of a scramble there. Concord brings it up to the front court. Brock over to Pinkoski. Yen at the top of the key. Right side to Burke. Burke dribbles deep in the right side to Yen. Yen crossover. Finds Bankston along the baseline, but he's going to lose it on quick hand in. Zimmerman comes away with it. Deep in the corner to Kuliza. Back to DeLacy. Kuliza at the top of the key. Over to the left side. TJ O'Connell. DeLacy right. Finds Kumbani cutting. Nice up and under. Goes to the left hand. Can't get it to fall.
Put it up
looks
too
like
hard.
Zimmerman might catch a foul here on the offensive board. And that's going to be the case. So you like their aggressiveness, but these are tough fouls to take as they're going to start adding up. There's a second foul already.
And the Bulldogs are missing out on these scoring opportunities. You know, they led 21-6 at one point. It's now 25-18. The Tide has been able to reduce this deficit to 7.
Looking to change the tempo here. Bedford comes out in a 3-1-1 full court press. They deflect the ball, but Concord's going to keep possession. Burke dribbles left, splits the defenders into the front court. Yen will take a three. It's up and it's short. Offensive rebound gets batted around. Burke comes away with it, and he'll find a streaking TJ O'Connell for an easy deuce.
And that's the first bucket and a half for the Bulldogs. 5:50 to go here in the third. 27-18, the Bulldogs lead.
It's good transition offense there. They got out quickly, saw O'Connell cutting, and were able to convert. So Burke along the right side. Yen the top of the key, back to Burke. Fakes down right. Swings it around to Anthony Brock. Will take a deep three-pointer. He's going to miss. Offensive rebound. Tried to corral it by Pinkoski, but Kumbani will come away with it. O'Connell to the right side. Over to Kuliza, back to O'Connell. Now DeLacy. O'Connell looks for the three. Fakes into the corner to Kuliza. O'Connell, Zimmerman. Back to Kuliza. Splits the two defenders. Driving right hand, can't get it, but JT DeLacy will come up with the offensive rebound and the putback. And we're back to a 9-point lead, 29-18.
And DeLacy made some room for himself by pushing back, kind of defending his turf there, giving himself some space to get that shot up in the air.
That was a nice drive. Made some room for himself down amongst the trees. Burke's going to drive the lane and draw a foul from number 2, Danny Kuliza. I believe that'll be his second.
Burke was kind of on a suicide mission there, dribbling into 3 Bedford defenders there, but he was probably banking on getting the foul, which he got right there.
And correction, that's Kuliza's third. And he's going to take a seat on the bench as coach doesn't want him to pick up his fourth.
And Dylan Lafferty comes in for him right now.
So Coach Moreno has words with him. He's going to want his guard his captain to understand how the foul came. Talks with the ref along the far side there.
Kind of demonstrating the foul, saying, hey, look, I didn't do anything wrong.
Bedford's in there 2-3. Nice cut by Chris Burke to catch the inbounds pass from Yen. He's deep on the right-hand corner. He'll come back out, dribbling left-handed. Cross-court pass, stolen by JT DeLacy on great anticipation. He'll go the length of the court and finish right-handed. DeLacy with 4 quick points. He'll have 7. And it's 31-18 Bedford with 4:15 left in the third quarter.
Kind of a dangerous cross-court pass there, big floater that was able to be stolen.
Sure was, and DeLacy anticipated it, got a great jump on it, and was able to make the steal. Some sloppy play here by Concord, but they're going to find Brock. Brock's going to shoot the 3, and he'll find it. It's up, and it's good.
Matching 3-pointers for him, one in the first and one in the second half.
Deep corner to DeLacy, who finds a cutting Lafferty, but the pass is just a bit too tall. And that'll be the turnover here in the third quarter, 3:44 left.
Bedford up by 10, 31-21, 3:44 to play.
Florent checks in, as does Mbata Aboro for Concord. Gumi will bring it up, finds Yen. Back to Mbata Aboro. Back to Yen, will shoot a three. He's going to be off. Defensive rebound, batted around. Kambadi can't find it. Brock does for the offensive board. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to
Bedford.
Bedford. Little struggle on that rebound there. You would think they would want to come down with that a little cleaner. DeLacy's going to see full court pressure here.
And the official is kind of slow on calling it a jumper. I was waiting for him to do, I mean, I expected a jumper, but I thought it might have been a foul too.
Scramble here on the right side, and Anthony Brock will pick up a foul. Lafferty will take it out of bounds. Right-hand side. Brock defending. DeLacy deep right side. Takes the dribble, gets caught now. Finds Kambani posting up. Couple big man moves. Deep along the baseline. Zimmerman throws a three up. It's well short, air ball. Florent comes away with the rebound over to Yen. Into the front court. Mbata Aboro. Back to Florent. Ball fake, deep corner to Brock. Brock up fake. Dribbles away for space. Misses the three-pointer, and defensive rebound by JT DeLacy. DeLacy deep to Zimmerman. In transition, and they'll settle it. O'Connell. Over to Lafferty. Lafferty finds cutting DeLacy. And a patient approach to their offense. O'Connell crossover, drives left-handed, scoop up left-handed, and it's in for his 6th point with his left hand, and his 11th overall. Extends the lead to 12, 33-21 with 2:18 left in the third quarter. Brock has it right side for Concord. Over to Yen, to Florent, to Mbata Aboro. Great pass by number 14, Nate Bankston.
And a terrific defensive block there by Zimmerman.
Exactly, better block by Zimmerman. We're going to get a foul by, looks like Kambani's going to pick up his 2nd in a scramble on that loose ball.
That's a real shame because Zimmerman really got that ball clean.
He sure does. Great block. Pinned it on the backboard, kind of glancing blow there. But the foul's going to bring the ball back under the basket. Concord will inbound with Andrew Bankston. We have 4 stacked on the foul line for Concord. They're going to make their cuts. They find Yen by the left three-point line. He'll drive. Lefty, missed the floater. Defensive rebound by Zimmerman. Over to O'Connell, who's going to make a bounce pass full court, and that was ill-advised as it goes for a turnover.
Yeah, that bounce came right at Roberts' feet. He wasn't able to get it, and it just went out of bounds there. So turnover for the Bulldogs, still up by 12, 33-21.
Mbata Aboro to Yen, to Brock. Ball fake, out to Mbata Aboro. Over to Brock. He'll come to the top of the key. Over to his left. Now deep in the corner to Yen. Deep cross-court pass. Brock dribbles baseline. Floater right-handed. That is going to be off of Concord.
No, it's going to be off of left. It's going to be off of Lafferty. Oh, I thought it went off of Lafferty. Oh well.
O'Connell brings the ball in. Defended. Gets ripped by Mbata Aboro. And they're going to have a tie-up. So Mbata Aboro got his left hand in there, got the loose ball. Good hustle play, jumps on the floor and gets the tie-up, so Concord will come back with the ball.
Gets them the possession arrows going their way, so they keep the ball here.
And Zimmerman makes a nice play on the inbounds, gets the loose ball. Dish down to Florent, who finds Mbata Aboro for the three. It's up and it's good.
That's Mbata Aboro's first points of the game.
Quick in transition, Zimmerman gets deep, and he'll go drive hard to the basket and get fouled on the way up. He'll go to the line for 2. Foul looks like it's on number 4, Florent. It's his 2nd. And as mentioned, Zimmerman goes to the line for 2. Bounce, bounce. He front end back rim. Misses it. So he'll take his time on the 2nd. 1 bounce, shots up, and that'll be good.
That gives Zimmerman 8 points.
8 for him, and the lead is back to 10, 34-24 with a minute left in the third quarter. Concord into the front court. Bedford scrambling around. Applying pressure out beyond the three-point line. Drive by Yen. Dishes to Florent. Batted around, and we're going to have a foul. Looks like maybe on Cam Roberts on the scramble. Oh, no, that's going to be on JT DeLacy. He'll pick up, it looks like, his second.
Yeah, you can see by his reaction. He knew that he did a bad thing.
Got his hand caught in the cookie jar.
The unfortunate part was that Bedford had come up with the ball, and that foul took away that possession.
So Kuliza checks in for O'Connell. Brock's going to get some space for the three-pointer. Can't hit it. Lafferty gets the defensive rebound. He'll bring it to front court.
And we're at 30 seconds to go here in the third.
DeLacy to Zimmerman. Left side. Back to Lafferty. Kuliza top of the key. Crossover by Kuliza. Nice cut baseline by JT DeLacy. Takes a hard fall, but he's able to finish. His 9th point pushes the lead to 12, 36-24. Only 5 seconds left. Yen will bring it into the front court. Dribbles to the top of the key, splits two. Elbow jumper off the backboard, and it will not go. As we come to the end of the third quarter here, it's 36-24. Bedford leading the Crimson Tide by 12.
And the Tide, or the Bulldogs, I should say, are in good stead here. They've got pretty good control of the game. They can't let Concord get back into it there. In this period, they had let a big lead slip away and allowed the Tide to get within 7 points, but then they righted the ship, got some points, and built that lead back up. So in that quarter, Joseph DeLacy with 6. Just in the third, Todd O'Connell with 4. And Andrew Zimmerman with 1 point. And for Concord, again, in the third, Brock with the three-pointer, Yen with a 2-point bucket, and Mbata Mboro with a 3.
So that brings us to 36-24 as we head into the fourth. The Crimson Tide came out with a bit of a spark there in the start of the third quarter. They got a few quick baskets, brought the lead back down to, seemed like it was a 5-point lead at one point.
Yeah,
I remember correctly.
Maybe it did get down to 5. I remember 7.
And Bedford pushed it back out, and will hold a 12-point lead heading into the fourth. Relatively low-scoring affair.
And a quick one, too, a quick moving game. Barely an hour old with just 8 more minutes of regulation to go.
Haven't been a lot of timeouts, haven't been a lot of fouls, so that's going to keep the clock going.
Yeah, as far as fouls go, only 5 on Bedford this half, 3 on Concord, so neither team is close to the bonus just yet.
Corey Parker looking snazzy as usual in his button-down and tie. Kid is looking sharp as usual.
And his mask matches his pants.
Bedford inbounds back to Kuliza, who will bring it up, gets a step on Mbata Abora. Deep into the lane, little turnaround, pivots away from pressure. Can't get it to go, though. Bounces on the rim. Defensive rebound comes away. Brock with a strong move to the right hand. Finishes. And it looks like he'll go to the line for an and one.
And Brock...
No, they're going to call it on the floor.
Brock lowered his shoulder.
Maybe they're not going to call it on the floor. Looks like they're going to count that bucket.
Okay. I have to erase that and put it back in there. But he lowered his shoulder into number 15, Lafferty, to draw that foul. Kind of thought it might have gone as an offensive.
He's short on the free throw. Roberts comes away with the rebound. Over to Kuliza, will bring it up. Dribbles left. DeLacy cuts back door, can't get it. Now he cuts back door and does get it. Dishes to Kambani. Power dribble to his right, can't get it to go. And Florent will come away with the rebound. Mbata Abora to Yen. Yen takes a deep 3 off the back rim. Offensive rebound by Anthony Brock. Mbata Abora over to Yen. Yen finds Florent deep. Out to Anthony Brock. Brock baseline. Lefty pass. Over to Andrew Bankston.
And he traveled.
I think it's going to be a travel, but the referee has his hands in the air. Didn't make a call, but it's a travel and a turnover.
It is a travel. The low, the baseline official showed the travel sign.
Gotcha. Full court pressure. Kuliza, the C parts, but he can't get the finish.
Yeah,
and
he put that up too hot.
Kambani was there for the offensive board, can't corral it, and it will deflect off of him, Concord ball. Got a couple substitutions here. O'Connell's back in, and Zimmerman is back in. Roberts and Lafferty will sit.
Yeah, body control, that's the thing. When you're trying to fight your way through a defense, sometimes you lose that touch to get it just right on the layup.
That's tough. Brock ball fakes. He's taking steps, though. And that travel will be another turnover for Concord. Side out Bedford.
6:42 to go. Bulldogs up 36-26.
O'Connell into Kuliza. Gets full court man-to-man pressure. Kuliza to Kambani at the elbow. Left elbow. Back cut to DeLacy, who makes a nice left-handed finish. Going across the lane to his left. Opposite side, and that will be his 11th point. 38-26, 6:15 left in the game, and Florent's going to travel at the top of the key.
Just one extra step before he started dribbling.
That's tough. He makes a ball fake to his right. Got to put the ball down before he makes that next step, and doesn't. Kuliza again gets to his right hand. He's seeing pressure by Mbata Aboro, who's going to pick up a foul on a reach.
Yeah, Mbata Aboro was leaning into Kuliza just a little too much.
Yeah, he gets that step and uses his body nicely to defend the ball from the defender. So Chris Burke will check back into the game.
Kuliza is out. I'm sorry, he's just going to do the throw in here.
Yeah, that's Florent heads to the bench. Inbounds pass is a little too short, and Yen will pick it off, come back down court to the key, but he gets ripped by Kambani. Kambani to O'Connell. O'Connell to Zimmerman on the fast break. Can't get the righty to go. Kambani with the offensive board, and he's going to get fouled and go to the line.
Yeah, Kambani did a little pump fake on the putback, drew that foul. He got number 14, Bankston, to hit him on the way up.
Bankston second. Kambani missed his first 2 free throw attempts. Deep knee bend, and he'll switch the first for his 3rd point. Some more substitutions. Ferrucci comes in, DeLacy out for Bedford, and Brock will go out as looks like Pinkoski came back in. Deep knee bend for Kambani, and he'll get that to rattle around and fall.
Gets the friendly roll.
He has 4. Must be a home court rim. As Burke brings it into the front court, over to Yen along the right side. Burke back on the left side now. Goes baseline to Bankston, Nate Bankston, and he can't handle it. It's going to be another turnover. 5:37 left in the game, 40-26. Bedford Bulldogs lead the Crimson Tide from Concord. O'Connell into Kuliza. He'll get into the front court and settle it down, wait for his troops to join him. Over to O'Connell, deep on the left side. Drive lefty. He's going to draw a foul on the floor. He's not going to get continuation. This is not the NBA.
I think Mbata Mboro is going to draw that one. We'll see if my eyes match what the officials say.
No, that's going to be Bankston in his 3rd. So he picks up his 3rd foul. Inbounds from below the basket. Kambani up top, right elbow. Zimmerman drives, can't find it. Defensive rebound is corralled by Burke, and he'll bring it up. Good hand by Kuliza. Deflects the pass, but he can't quite keep it in bounds.
Yeah, great play right there, but just couldn't get to it quick enough. Wound up going out of bounds. Still prevented a quick break there by the Tide.
That's good anticipation by Kuliza, taking a quick step to his right, getting his paw out there, deflecting the pass. Just couldn't keep it in bounds. So Mbata Abora will bring it up over to Yen. Deep right corner to Guevara. He finds Yen for a cutting 2.
Nice little layup there.
More pressure. Kambani's going to drive righty. Look back up top for some help. Finds Kuliza. Concord is in their man-to-man defense now. O'Connell almost ripped. Gets to his right hand, but can't finish. Mbata Abora comes away with the defensive rebound. Yen brings it up. Crossover dribble. Offensive foul as Kambani draws another on Yen. I think that'll be his third. Yen's slow to get up. Looks like he banged his knee or elbow. But he's a tough kid, and he's going to go back and play some defense.
Yeah, Yen tried to go airborne there, tried to float the ball to the basket, but he went right into 2 Bedford players. The officials called him there on the offensive.
Again, Kuliza facing full court pressure. Spins away from pressure, and he'll pick up a foul, a push on Burke. And that will be Burke's first, I believe. And it's a 1-and-1 situation, so Kuliza will go to the line for the first of a 1-and-1. 2 dribbles, ball's up, and he'll cash on the first one for his 3rd point. And
timeout.
Bedford takes a timeout. They want to talk it over. Chat about their defense, maybe reset their offense, and regroup here a little bit. As we have 4:22 left in the game, it's 41-28. Bedford leads Concord.
And Corey Munster, Tiger, and I will be back here on Tuesday as the Bedford girls will be hosting the Pioneers of Trinity for a 6:30 tip-off. Then on Friday, a week from tonight, the Trinity boys will be here for some action, and we'll bring you both of those games here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1 Radio. Don't forget hockey this weekend, 2 games. It'll be the Wyndham Jaguars 4:30 face-off on Saturday, and then Sunday at 2 o'clock, the Concord Crimson Tide, the game that never got played last year. We're finally going to see those 2 teams meet this year.
Heating it up on the ice. Some good hockey action. We'll see what happens with that game. Best of luck to those players. So the last 4:22 here could get interesting. We're already in the bonus for Bedford as Cooley's is going to the line for his 2nd of the 1-and-1. And Bedford has 6 fouls, so the next they'll be in the bonus for Concord as well. Cooley's takes his 2 dribbles and cashes on the 2nd, so he has 4 points, 42-28, a 14-point lead. And we have a substitution. Yen will take a seat for Concord. Mbata Abora into the front court to Brock. Brock finds Bankston along the baseline, but he's going to turn it over to a nice play by Kuliza, who's going to finish on a right-hand transition bucket for his 6th point and a 16-point lead. Almost gets another steal here. Burke's going to go right to the top of the key, 1 foot inside the 3-point line, but he's going to cash it. His 11th point. Ferrucci drives lefty, and he's going to get called for a travel for Bedford. Ferrucci has checked in, and now he's checking out. JT DeLacy comes back in. Bedford will reset their defense. Burke brings it up. Dribbles left-handed over to the right side to Guevara. Finds Burke cutting, up fakes, but then gets his shot blocked, and it'll go out of bounds. Stays Concord ball, they'll inbound from under the basket.
DeLacy and Burke talking to each other, kind of giving each other a pat on the back on that play.
Yeah, Burke got amongst the trees there. Tried to up fake, got one to go, and couldn't get it. Brock with a deep 3-pointer, and he'll cash that for his 3rd of the game. And that gives him 11 points and brings the score back to an 11-point lead, 44-33 for Bedford. Kuliza into the front court. He'll dribble right-handed up top. Now back to his left side. Kambani on the left elbow. Ooh, got the ball knocked away, but gets it back. Guevara with a quick hand there. Now another quick hand. Gets the ball away from Kuliza. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession goes to Bedford. So
Yeah,
scrappy defense here by the Concord guards.
Pretty aggressive play there by Guevara. Very close to being a foul, I think. But the officials letting him play.
Yeah, sure. Didn't get the call. And now Bedford will inbounds by the scorer's table. Kuliza with the ball. Pressured up top by Mbata Bora. Finds O'Connell. Looks at the deep three. Doesn't take it. Back to Kuliza at the top of the key, and they'll reset. Zimmerman. Finds O'Connell on some pivots. JT DeLacy cuts. Doesn't want to shoot quite yet. I think he's going to take a little bit of time off the clock. Guevara comes back out. And Bedford's going to make Concord foul them. Kuliza gets the foul. And he'll go to the line for another 1-and-1. Guevara picks up the foul there. His first. 8th team foul. So we'll shoot 1-and-1 for the remainder of the game, or excuse me, for the next couple until we get to the double bonus. Kuliza will take his 2 dribbles. Front end is good. 7 points now for Danny Kuliza as Yen checks back into the game for Guevara. On the Concord side. For Bedford, it is Zimmerman, Kumbani, Kuliza, DeLacy, and O'Connell. As Kuliza checks his 2 dribbles and cashes on the second of that 1-and-1. Burke looks for the 3-pointer. Doesn't pull the trigger. Looks again, drives right-handed into the lane. Finds Mbata Bora up top. Takes the 3-pointer but misses left. Rebound DeLacy. He gets trapped in the corner, finds O'Connell. O'Connell now has numbers, but they're going to settle it with 2:09 left and a 13-point lead. Kuliza gets fouled again by Mbata Bora. And Kuliza will go back to the line for more 1-and-1. That is Mbata Bora's 3rd foul. So they're starting to rack up on the Concord side here. Players adjust their positions in the lane for the first of the 1-and-1. 2 dribbles for Kuliza. It's up, and that is good. 9 points now for Kuliza. O'Connell and DeLacy are around midcourt, ready for any deep plays. Zimmerman and Kumbani are on the blocks. 2 more dribbles. The second half is good. So 10 points now for Danny Kuliza. He's in double digits. 2:05 left in the 4th quarter. Bedford has a 15-point lead over the Concord Crimson Tide. Yen along the top. Guevara, deep left corner. He's going to throw it off of JT DeLacy's leg. Go out of bounds, and Concord will keep possession. And they'll reset as Bedford is still in their 2-3 zone. They have 4 along the foul line here, and they're looking for cutters. They find Chris Burke way out on the right-hand side, and he'll draw a foul on O'Connell. And that will likely send Burke to the line for a 1-and-1. It's on the ground, but this will be a 1-and-1.
We're looking for the girls' score. Try to get that for you.
Are you looking at the Twitters over there, Harry?
Yep.
Front end is missed. Kumbani comes away with the rebound. He's doubled low. Finds DeLacy, though, and they're able to get out of pressure. A nice pass to Zimmerman, cutting to the basket. He'll lay it in with his right hand. Take some contact and fight through it. He now has 10 points. And Bedford's lead is 17, 50-33. A little scramble here around the top of the key. Burke finds Nate Bankston.
His first 2.
Bankston finishes. And we have an official's timeout. It looked like maybe a mouth guard or something fell on the ground there. Not quite sure what it was, but we had an official's timeout. Bedford resets. O'Connell has the ball in the corner. He'll dribble lefty. Throw the ball deep. Nobody's there, but Kumbani makes a great hustle play, chases it down, and prevents the turnover. Kuliza will draw another reach on Guevara, his second, and go back to the line. And this is a free throw shooting clinic by Danny Kuliza here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Guevara very aggressive here in the second half, trying to make some plays for the Tide, but instead putting Bedford players on the line. They're up 15 here with 1:15 to go.
And Bedford is now in the double bonus there as Kaliza hits the front end. That's his 11th point.
He's 7 for 7 from the stripe.
I think John Stockton would be proud at that free throw percentage right now. Kaliza sees some substitutions on the Bedford side as Galamaga checks in for DeLacy. Will sit down. Nice game for DeLacy, the senior. We have Lafferty as well as Tegan Graham. And Kaliza, of course, gets jinxed by my complimenting of him on his free throw percentage and misses the second end. Yen misses the long three. Offensive rebound was scrambled for, and we're going to have a loose ball foul, I believe, on Brock. So TJ O'Connell will go to the line, again in the double bonus.
And apologies, can't seem to find that girl's score. We'll have to ask Corey if he's got it next time he comes by.
1:06 left to go in the fourth quarter. 51-35, Bedford leads. O'Connell on the line for the first of two in the double bonus, and he is short. Kaliza heads to the bench on a nice night for him. Great foul shooting. 11 points for the senior. Andrew Grudinskas comes in. O'Connell takes a second of two, and that is good. O'Connell has 12. And he'll end his night as Matt Ferrucci checks in for the last minute and 6 seconds. 52-35, 17-point lead for the Bulldogs. Yen comes into the front court, finds Burke, open three, he'll take it, and he'll make it. It's up, and it's good. And Burke pushes it to 14 points for him on the night. Ferrucci handles the pressure, but then does not handle the pressure. Deep, long pass to Galamaga, who can handle it, and it's going to be a turnover back to Concord. 40 seconds left. Yen crosses over behind the back. Looked like he might have gotten away with a carry. Burke with a three, not good. Galamaga comes away with defensive rebound and is going to be fouled by Yen, picking up his fourth. And Galamaga will go to the line for a double bonus two. So 31.9 left. 14-point lead for the Bulldogs. As mentioned there in the double bonus, Galamaga makes good on the first of two with that lefty free throw. They stack the lane up again. A few dribbles, little spin, lefty up, and it's good as well. 2 points for Galamaga. 54-38, 30 seconds left. Brock up fake, takes his dribble, deep right three, misses. Guevara with the offensive rebound. Deep left three by Burke, misses. Tegan Graham comes away with the rebound. He's going to get fouled as well. And I believe that's going to be Brock on his third foul. So Tegan Graham gets a chance to get into the scoring books here too on a double bonus. He'll take a couple dribbles, little spin, puts it up, front rims it, rattles around and does not fall. 18.5 seconds left. Graham goes for the second of two. It's no good either. They chase down the rebound in the corner. Concord comes away with it. Mbata Aboro is able to corral it. Into the front court. Guevara drives righty. Looks out, finds Mbata Aboro. Back to Guevara. Down low on the baseline to Bankston. Move to the left hand. Can't get it to go, and Tegan Graham comes away with defensive rebound, and that'll do it tonight. As the Bedford Bulldogs come out with a 16-point victory, 54-38 over the Concord Crimson Tide. and they'll be pleased with that bounce back effort. So it's been a pleasure to bring this game to you tonight. Thanks to Bill Jennings and George Cox. Harry Kozlowski on the night. Harry, do you have some stats for us tonight?
Yeah, quick numbers for you. It was Daniel Kaliza with 11, Camden Roberts with 2, Joe DeLacy with 12, Todd O'Connell with 12, Lafferty with 2, Dylan Lafferty, I should say, Dylan Kubani with 4 points, Andrew Zimmerman had 10. On the Concord side, Anthony Brock with 11, Ivan Yen with 8, Gumi Ibata Aboro with 3 points. Actually, correction, no, that is correct. It's 3 points. Chris Burke, the leader for the Tide with 14, and Nathan Bengston with 2. And your final 54-38.
Remember those programming notes, as hockey will be coming to you over the weekend. We'll see you next week with both the girls game and the boys game from Bedford High School. We appreciate you joining us and enjoy the evening. Thanks again, Harry.
So long, everybody.